Lots to talk about. So for more, let's bring in our financial correspondent, Konrad Busen of the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Konrad, first of all, Deutsche Bank. What more do we know about the decision to cut ties with Donald Trump?
Well, Monica, Deutsche Bank itself declines to comment on this, but rumors and reports that Deutsche Bank is seeking to end this business relationship with Trump have been out for quite a while. As you said, Deutsche is Trump's most important lender, with about $340 million worth in loans outstanding to the Trump organization. But this business really hasn't made Deutsche Bank very happy. Many American investigators, prosecutors have tried to, find out more about those loans, find out about the background, whether everything was kosher there or not. And this kind of press is not something that Deutsche Bank really appreciates, in particular as the bank for so many years has tried to, get a better reputation. What's more, what we do know as a fact is that the banker at Deutsche Bank in New York who handled the accounts of Trump has left the bank a couple of weeks ago. This already was seen as a sign that something was about to happen.
OK, so that could be and probably is the motivation of Deutsche Bank. Now, of course, the political outrage over what happened last week is understandable. But tech companies acting the way they do now, is that politically motivated or are there other factors at play?
Well, it's very politically motivated, of course, with, Joe Biden in the White House soon and the Democrats controlling both chambers of the U.S. Congress. It's advisable for tech companies and for social media platforms to, do something for their relationship with the Democrats. But there's more. Those events last week in Washington, what we saw were really criminal acts. And also parts, at least, of what Donald Trump tweeted last week can be considered to be close to treason or to other, criminally chargeable offenses. If a company wants to avoid to get in the focus of criminal investigations itself, it really has to be concerned and do something about it.
Now, just briefly, Konrad, because, cutting off or shutting down accounts of politicians, isn't that unusual? Certainly when we look at non-democratic political leaders, usually that then goes hand in hand with other sanctions. How does this current situation differ?
Well, of course, because we are talking about the U.S. president, but also because fundamental questions of how we do business are concerned. The German chancellor criticized that Twitter threw out Trump. She says that, free speech should be the responsibility of politicians. But she doesn't really offer companies a way out of the problem to become the target of criminal investigations.
All right, Konrad Busen in Frankfurt. Thank you so much for that.